David, the lawyer representing Eddie Dong says before Pho Gabo, the city rarely, if ever, enforced this odor code, especially to the extent they did with Dong, who was hit with thousands in fines. They sent this tort claim not only because they felt the city's enforcement was overzealous, but also to get answers on how Eddie can get back to work.
The foods of his culture shut down his business because somebody complained. So I think he's just kind of struggling with that.
Julie Parrish describing the disappointment of her client, Eddie Dong, the owner of Pho Gabo, a Vietnamese restaurant in Northeast Portland. His business closed down 3 months ago. An anonymous complaint about odor in 2022 led to 2 years of inspections and fines due to an odor code violation.
The way it's crafted is that it's really subjective based on the olfactory sense of one inspector. So the inspector can come out, smell around and say, this restaurant is or isn't in compliance.
Parrish says Dong tried his best to make changes, even grilling meat at a separate location and hiring professional cleaners to scrub out the filtration system. But none of those methods worked for the city, which eventually asked Dong to invest in a $40,000 air filtration system. If not, they would continue to inspect and issue fines.
They couldn't guarantee that they wouldn't come back and they wouldn't inspect further, even if he went to those extraordinary measures.
So on February 3rd, Dong shut his doors, now in financial limbo due to debt from city fines and putting his lease in default. He wants answers from the city. He's planning to sue the city of Portland. In the tort claim, Dong says he faced both economic and non-economic damages like emotional distress and the loss of community that he built as a Vietnamese restaurant. Parrish says the goal is to bring the city to the table and figure out how Dong can get back in business.
He'd love to be able to be out from under everything he has going on and consider where he could set back up and continue to serve the community that he spent years building.
Now, we reached out to the city and they said they couldn't comment on pending litigation. City Commissioner Carmen Rubio put an immediate pause on the odor code last month. She says she is concerned about the negative impacts of the policy and wants to see the code change as soon as possible. David, back to you.
Yeah, we'll see if they can work out some sort of deal here. Thank you, Sydney.